Okay, well, upon further review, we've decided that we're going to go ahead and break down the whole conference.
Yeah, you might as well.
And, because you never know. You know what? You never know. Bursa isn't undefeated like the Weekend Warriors were. Granted, they lost to a Mountain West team and the best collection of fat people on the planet in any given Sunday. But, honestly, there's no reason for them not to win. But either way, let's give everyone their due. Because we got a lot of new blood over here.
Sure do.
So there's no point in cutting them out. So we'll break down the games starting at the top, 1 and 8. Bursa versus the Outlaws. Honestly, this matchup should get out of hand pretty early. This is probably the game, not the game for them to fall flat on. They could actually come out really flat in this game and still probably win by 2 scores. No problem.
Shout outs to the Outlaws for making the playoffs.
Right.
Their first season.
First season together, making the playoffs. Yoder is he's carving things up right now.
Yeah.
He's got like 33 touchdown passes this season. I think it's a new single season record in the Gridiron. Granted, it was in the Pac-12, but regardless, 33 touchdown passes, 33 touchdown passes. So.
That's a lot.
They're doing their thing. These are the kind of teams that Sherm has field days on. When he plays a more experienced team, he'll probably get shut out for catches again, like he did against Any Given Sunday, or James filled in for Legion and shut him out. So,
yeah, James played corner. And after that,
and Sherm couldn't hit the rock. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I don't know, maybe it's age or something. I don't know. But, we'll see. But, either way, good luck, Sherm.
Yeah.
So, honestly, this game, I really see this game as somewhere around 27-6, maybe. Somewhere around there. But you never know. The Outlaws could come out, play a little motivated on fire, jump on them early. But I just don't think they can match. They can't win a shootout with Bursa.
Yeah.
So, So, we're going to go ahead and move Bursa into the next round.
Yeah.
Next matchup with the number 2 team, our home team with Commissioner Juan Jeremy. That's TNAR. TNAR. And they'll be playing another new team, which is Dillagaff. There's been a lot of chatter in the Pac-12 conference forum about Dillagaff. A lot of the other teams giving them some respect, saying they have a lot of potential to build on. And there's talk from the Dillagaff players that they're going to split into 2 different teams. So I don't know. When other teams are telling you that you guys stick together and you need a couple pieces here and there, then that's probably a good sign that you shouldn't break up. But some people's personalities just can't get along. So we'll see how it is.
It's interesting. I spoke with these guys in the first 2 weeks, and I don't see why they shouldn't stick it out. But like I said, if it means 2 brand new more teams in the gridiron, so be it.
Sometimes it's one of those cases of one half of the team trying to prove something, the other half of the team trying to prove something, and then then when they play, it's always a good time.
Damn, but that's almost like the Razorbacks and the Shockers.
Well, we saw how that worked out.
It worked out good for one person and not the other.
Right. So we'll get into more of that when we get in the Mountain West and the Shockers, making a name for themselves as well. Either way, though, breaking down this game, TNAR has been on a pretty good streak to end the season, playing pretty well. They've definitely been in some games, been hot really as of late, putting it on the bad teams. So I don't really see this game being an upset, but TNAR doesn't have a history of success in the postseason either. So maybe the pressure of being a number 2 seed might get to them. We'll find out. Yeah. If their quarterback Matt, who's an MVP candidate, is on, then they probably run away with this game. and then Dillagaff might get some close plays later.
Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be close.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be close. But like I said, it's a brand new season.
The top 3 teams in this conference, I really think, should have no problem in the first round. Mm-hmm. But playoffs, always some team comes up hot, so you never know what's going to happen. You really don't know. But either way, like I said, MVP candidate Matt out there. You got the porn star at offensive line, Juan Jeremy. So we'll see how they hold up moving forward. It's really kind of a case of organized versus new brought together talent in this game. So we'll see how that works out. Next matchup will be the Vipers and the Ringers. Now the Ringers have been something else this season. They offensively have been just dreadful.
The Ringers is a team that is when they look good, then they look good. But when they're terrible, when they look terrible, they're really terrible.
Yeah. And
so there's no gray areas. Either they're going to come out guns blazing, or we're going to just come out here and yell at the refs all game and have the angry wife throwing water on people. And
your favorite angry wife?
Oh man, she's great. But there is another angry wife out there.
There is.
Actually, yes, there is. And when we get to the SEC, well, I'll talk about that.
Oh boy.
I think
boy.
She surpasses the angry wife on the ring.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we get to that one.
I can't wait till we get to that one either.
All right. Well, in this matchup, the Vipers were hot and cold a little bit to start, but they've played really tough, and then they've played a couple of really dud games as well. They stepped up to play the Shockers in about mid-season and took them to overtime. Did really well. So you just never, it's going to depend on which team shows up.
Yeah.
They have a lot of weapons for them on their team. They've had a guy, one of their top receivers, come in and play QB a couple times and move the ball. So, they know what they're doing. They have their team chemistry and all that figured out. So it's just a matter of, do they have enough pieces to make the run. The Ringers defensively have, been in a lot of games, but just, you can't keep throwing 3 interceptions every week and expect to be in games.
The quarterback technically has a half a kneecap in both legs.
Yeah. He's had a lot of injuries.
Yeah. But he's a decent quarterback. He has a good game plan, and he can get people involved. It's just.
Well, they do have a Defensive Player of the Year candidate on their squad, and little Ponce. Little guy,
yeah,
gets his rush on. Led the conference in sacks, I believe. So, I know he was angry about not getting that award last season. And first 2 weeks, then he came out with like 6 sacks. So he definitely had a chip on his shoulder. I really don't. I think the Ringers might stay in it early, but I think the Vipers they seem to be on it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them through this. I don't think there's going to be an upset in the top 3 seeds at all for the first 3 games. I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and say in the second round, TNAR will be playing the Vipers, and that should be a very good game. Very good game in that conference. The last first round matchup is the replacements, led by Bo and one of his other former Eastside Heat Fury guys. And they're going to be coming in against These Nuts, the preseason all hype team. All over the forum. We're going to win this. We're going to do that.
Yeah. Well, they made it to the playoffs.
They did. They're in the playoffs, and they have their shot. And if they get to the championship game like they said they were going to, then they're going to be knocking off Bursa in the second round. So
I normally don't like to put corporate gridiron stuff on the forum.
Yes, you do.
Stuff like that. No, I usually don't. But this goes out to the replacements. There's money owed. They owe money. They owe money. They owe ref fees. These guys come to the field. They got buckets of change, and they're coming up short on ref fees and stuff like that. And it's frustrating because I haven't been down there for a minute, and I had to go chase this guy around. I guess the captain had me waiting in the fucking parking lot. Said he's gonna go to the ATM. Obviously, he had to go to Cali to get the money, and I believe they're at least $10 short from the regular season. I'm gonna go on record, and I don't like to speak for James too much. Guys, if you don't have your ref fees, your $45 plus 10 at the coin toss, you guys are done. These nuts is going to move on to the next round. Now, I know this is a bold statement, but I'm pretty sure us being on staff and James, let's get the money in, guys. Let's get the money.
It's a pretty funny statement coming from a guy who played for Body Count.
Yeah, but you know what? We have a zero balance. We have a zero balance. So we're straight.
Yeah. At one point, though, I don't know, Zoe be fucking up, so.
Yeah, I agree. That's granted. But, needless to say, come on, guys. Postseason, let's, starting off brand new. Pay what you owe, or these nuts is going to the next round. And I'm automatically going to put these nuts in the next round. Already. Because these fucking guys' replacement's going to be 50 cents short.
50 cents short?
50 cents short.
All right.